We're going to do some organization updates, get you informed about what's happening and what's going on with our org. Talk about the status of the leaderboard where we are, managing and maintaining everybody's points. Then we're going to move into a brief workshop called the 12-week win. Then we'll move into some breakout sessions where we have a case study that's designed to do a couple of things. We're going to go over some pitching and introduction skills, and we're also going to become better acquainted with the archetypes for the 4 legacy houses. Then we're going to come back together after the breakout sessions, do a couple of testimonials, and then wrap on up and prepare to see each other again next time. So is everybody hearing me still?
Yep.
I'm going to keep checking because I know I have the technical issue.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So the first thing I need, I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I said we can hear you.
All right. So the first thing I need is to get, and Kanasha, I'm going to need you to help me a little bit because I can't see. So maybe you can collect my volunteers, but I need to get 4 volunteers who think they may know a little bit about BPN.
One from
and even if you're not sure, I would say jump in there and try anyway.
So one from each house. So if we could have somebody from the Guardian House step up, Diplomat, Tycoon, and Luminary. So who would like to step up? This is also for guys, this round is giving you adding points onto your leadership board. All right, so we got Melissa. Melissa, what house are you repping?
I'm a Diplomat.
All right, so we got Melissa from the Diplomat house stepping up. All right.
Right, trying to put points on the board.
All right, we have anybody from the Tycoon house who wants to step up?
I'll step up.
All right, Waldell from the Tycoon house is going to step up. All right, anyone from the Guardian house? We got it. Carl, are you stepping up? All right, Carl, you're going to step up. And Luminary, do we have anybody from a Luminary house that's stepping up? I don't see anyone from Luminary house. Anyone? Luminary's not going to get any of these points.
Step up.
Who's doing it?
Asia.
Asia. All right. She's like, I'm going to step up. She's like, all right.
The brave soul.
All right. So we have our contestants.
Okay. So we have 4 categories for today's trip. Can you hear me?
Yes, Eric. So just real quick, because of how this, we're going to do the first person who can answer is how we have currently in the leaderboard. So it would be the Luminary house that they have the first turn to go.
All right, perfect. So you're going to have first dibs to pick one of our categories, and you can choose from BPN founding, BPN achievements, programs, or houses. Now, if I were you, I would go for that 500, but hopefully that's going to go to the Tycoons anyway. So what's your choice? Pick your poison.
I'm going to go with programs.
Programs?
Yeah.
All right. So name a flagship program or initiative that's run by BPN. You think you got one?
I don't think I have one. I'm fairly new, so that's my excuse.
No program? You don't have. All right, so that means we're gonna go to the next person. Jump. Listen.
So the next person, the next house. Oh, I would say the next house is Tycoon. So the next house. So Waldell.
All right, so we're gonna give the next house a chance to get the question that was missed. But my advice to everybody is, even if you're not absolutely sure, try to throw something out. Something that you've seen BPN doing before.
recently
Mondale, what's
or
the answer? Name a
or it
flagship
doesn't matter?
program. No, you
Flagship
still have to
program.
answer. You have to answer the question that's up here.
Does Pro Exec Academy count or no?
It does. But what's this name?
Pro Excellence Academy.
All right, you got it correct.
I'm like,
So
I was a
that-
part of that.
Hey,
So that's 300 points added to the
we
tycoon.
got him one. All right, so that was for 300.
Yes.
That was for 300 to the Tycoons. I like the sound of it. All right, so Tycoons again, because it's still our turn. You just picked up that last one. So
Okay.
choose one of the 3 remaining categories.
Let's do founding.
You say founding?
Yeah. I almost want to pick houses, but I'm like, I'm gonna do founding.
All right, what year was BPN founded?
Ooh, 2014? I almost said 2016, but I want to say 2014.
That is
it
correct.
2014? All right, let's go.
Boom.
All right. So that is
right.
500 points added to the tycoon house. So they are now the new house
All right,
leaders.
so what's our next house up?
The next highest up is diplomats.
Nice. I'm gonna do achievement.
Achievement for
Yep.
400. This is the one I'm most excited about. All right, so name a recent achievement that BPN has celebrated. And there's actually a couple, so you got a few opportunities to get this one right.
Um, hmm. I don't know. I just know all the events that we've just done. Oh man. Can we
I
say
mean-
that we set up? Because let's just set up our team avatar. Is that an achievement?
Listen, that sounds like a win to me.
I like it.
Kanasha, does that work?
That we set up the team avatars. Yeah. So Melissa, that
Yeah.
gets what was that? 400?
Yep.
All right. So that's Diplomat House with 400.
Mhm.
It might have been Miss
Yeah,
Cole,
achievements
though,
was
Kanasha.
400.
I think that was 800.
I also like to throw out there. That we just hit 20K on Instagram, right, Kanasha?
Yes, we did. So that is something that we should have celebrated. We did. And the other one is that this is our 10-year anniversary.
Right.
That's gonna be the next one I was gonna say.
That one was obvious. I should have known that one.
I was gonna say the Instagram one, but it's too late there.
All right.
All right. So next up is Guardian. No, they got it right. So it goes back to diplomats or guardians next, Eric. I'm
No,
sorry.
it just goes to the next person. They
Okay.
just get a chance if the person before them gets it wrong.
Okay. So next up is Guardian, Carl.
You got one option left.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go with houses, yeah.
All right. So name the 4 legacy houses for 200.
Ooh, that's easy.
Talisha.
No, the houses.
Nope.
The
Oh,
houses.
Thank you, Carl, for remembering my name.
No problem. Guardian, Legacy, Diplomat, and Tycoon.
Legacy.
Legacy.
Sorry.
Wrong.
Okay.
Carl, please.
No.
Are dead last.
Can I get another?
We
Can I
needed
get another
that
shot?
point.
All right. Another shot.
Okay, all right. Guardian, Diplomat, Tycoon, and the last one.
And the last one, right?
The number 4. The thing is, I only know Guardian, so I don't really care to feature. That's
Right,
a problem.
see,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
whole point.
Come on. You got this, Carl,
The
please.
last one is Luminary.
Okay.
Oh, see, he got it.
Luminary.
And Guardians is so dead last. So that's why I was like, we needed those points. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get the BPM mission.
Listen, it was a long journey, but you made it.
I know, man.
All right. Well, thank you guys for playing.
Oh,
I was you went too
I
far.
hit all the way back.
I was like, thank you guys for playing our house tournament. We're gonna be doing more of those,
Yeah.
especially leading up to summits, which we're gonna get everyone excited about of all the things that's gonna happen. Which now brings it to me, my turn to go over the program. So, real quick, go to the next slide for BPN updates. Eric, help me out.
Got you.
All right, everyone. So BPN updates, as you guys know, so real quick to kind of give context, because we know we have members who have joined the organization at different stages. And so we wanted to provide a full kind of overview of where BPN is headed, especially as we embrace our 10-year anniversary. So as an organization, you all know probably that we have our networking mixers, we have our annual conference, but this year we really wanted to focus deeply about how we really support your overall journey. And so we have created what you guys probably, if you guys attended our Q1 networking mixer, is that we have designed a whole new model called the Certified Legacy Builders Journey. And that model basically says that you all who have decided to invest in becoming a member into the organization, that you are going to embark on this journey that includes not only helping you build up your network, but then also strategically building up your net worth, which all is powering up the legacy that you want to create. So as you know, we have our legacy houses, we have our networking mixers, but we also wanted to extract key elements out of our summit so that we can have more in-depth programming, because we're really passionate about and intentional about making sure that we help you go along this pathway of reaching at minimum to becoming an accredited investor. And so if you've seen some of the marketing, you know that we have 5 levels that we are hoping most of our members are able to, aspire to achieve. So each of you all are committed to either selecting whether for this year, maybe you just want to at least reach to level 1, which is becoming a sophisticated professional. And some of you all probably are way past that already. And now your eyes are set out on getting to level 2 or level 3 or higher. And so we wanted to be very strategic on like, okay, what does it truly take for someone to be what we call a certified legacy builder? So we created a whole ecosystem that supports that. And so what you're seeing right now is basically 3 of the academies that we're launching that basically provides more in-depth content that you typically see during our summit, because we know that like the summit is a great opportunity for us to network, for us to gather. We bring some of the best of the best thought leaders and across a wide range of disciplines here in South Florida. And we're making sure hopefully that we invite all of you all to attend and that you guys are going to be present. But we want to make sure that it's more than that. Your membership is truly a value add to you. We want to be able to say that we have a membership base that is worth over $10 million because each of you all has committed to, at minimum, becoming an accredited investor. And so to provide you that context, that is an individual who makes, if you're an individual who makes at least $200,000, at least for 2 years consecutively, and have a net worth of $1 million, that does not include your primary residence. So when you're doing your assets and your liabilities, so if once you subtract all your liabilities, if it comes out that your net worth is up to $1 million, you would be considered an accredited investor. And why is that important? Because when we think about all the data that goes on in our community about business owners not being able to get access to capital, when we think about Black communities not being able to get some of the resources that for us to kind of like change the narrative of our communities, a lot of that is rooted in economics. And so we wanted us to be very strategic about, we need to be focused on how do we drive the economics in our community and really drive value. And so what does that look like for us is making sure that not only you, as taking the Ready, Set, Goals workbook, you identify a goal, you create a plan, but then you also identify what wealth strategies are going to help you reach to the top, to your ideal number. So Pro Excellence, we just had launched that program. So we had some of the individuals who participated in that, and then we had amazing feedback regarding that program. That program was geared specifically for individuals who wanted to use their career path as a way to reach their number. How? By aiming for senior leadership roles or pivoting into industries that make more. So for us, it's like we know that there is a pathway to wealth through your career opportunities, and that is aiming for management and senior leadership roles that typically pay 6 figures and up. And so once you, and while it doesn't come with more responsibilities, and it is a hard task to kind of even aim to that, there is a strategy on how to get promoted and how to be able to aim for those type of titles. And so that program was a 6 weeks program that helped our professionals be able to map out how they can get to that, not only to those titles, to those roles, but then ultimately for them to get the salary that comes with those titles and roles. And then coming in May, we're launching our Freedom Fund Academy. Now that program is all about exploring the different wealth strategies that you can participate in to help you get to your number. So we're gonna have thought leaders and speakers talk about from real estate to stocks and bonds, to even how to leverage entrepreneurship to get to your number. And then that program, like all our programs, are gonna match you up with an advisor. For the Pro Excellence, everyone got matched up with an executive coach. For Freedom Fund, you're going to get matched up with a financial advisor and or a millionaire mentor or an accredited investor. So individuals who have already reached their high net worth status, and now you can go in and ask them, like, and we want you to be very transparent. They're ready to be able to assist you in figuring out, like, how do you get to your number? So for you this year, it could be, wait, you have echo. For you this year, it could be all about just, let me make sure everyone's, for you this year, it could be all about just making sure that you reach to like level 1, at least getting to 6 figures. Or it could be that I want to be able to aim for a net worth. Like, what properties do I need to purchase? How do I design my wealth portfolio so that it is a value of $1 million? So a lot of times people confuse income and net worth. So a lot of what many publications and even financial institutions, when they measure that if someone's a high net worth individual or higher, they're talking about their assets. They're not saying that when you say, like, very, very few people actually have billions in their bank account. What they have is enough assets that total over billions of dollars. So if they wanted to sell it, if they wanted to leverage it from the bank, they in essence have $1 billion worth of cash, but it's tied to assets that hopefully are income producing assets that allow you to be able to do that. And we also know we have members in the organization who are financial providers. If you are interested in participating in the program as a speaker or an advisor, please feel free to reach out to us. You can go email info@mybpn.org, so that way we can get your information. And I'll also drop in the chat the speaker form. So for example, if there's any opportunities where it's to either speak at any of our programs, or even when the chapters are hosting different panels of opportunities, this is a form that we would want you guys all to fill out so that you can be considered for those opportunities. Also coming up, the next one is Owners League, which our goal is to launch that in August. And so that program is to identify from the wealth strategy, from the business, entrepreneurship, and business land. So a lot of times what you'll notice is that a lot of people will say, like, oh, I made $1 million in revenue, and that's great, but we really want our business owners to understand how to design a business operation that drives profits, not only just revenue. So that means being very strategic on how you do your operations, how you run your financing. Basically, we'll go over capital, contracts, customer acquisition. We're going to go through a slew of different pillars within that program, hoping for our founders and our entrepreneurs to be true operators of their business, and so that their business is truly a tool that helps them seed fund their legacy. Because we want everything that all you all as in our organization, we're looking at it more of like, yeah, we want you to network. We want you to enjoy coming to our events. We want you to take the pictures and have a great time. but we also want to be known as an organization that is aligned with people who are builders. So when we say that, when we call you guys are all part of different legacy houses, but collectively we call you guys legacy builders, and that because you are committed to not only building your network, you're committed to building your net worth, and ultimately seed funding your legacy as well. So I'm just going to stop right here. Is there anybody have any questions and want to know a little bit more about these programs and what does that entail? Just
I
making
do.
sure. Okay, go ahead.
So it's, I guess you said a lot in a short span. So I was trying to collect it. But what is the difference again between Freedom Fund and Owners League, just to make sure I'm understanding correctly?
Perfect. So Freedom Fund is all about your wealth strategies across different investment classes. So that program is going to go over basically the pathway to become a credit investor. So that's mainly where the goal for that program is if you're not already considered like that level 2 status, this is where the Freedom Fund program would be your best program to participate in. So it'll have different financial leaders, wealth speakers who are going to talk about stocks, bonds, real estate investing. And there is going to be a session about entrepreneurship, but from the lens of how to treat entrepreneurship truly from an investment perspective. So I see the question, like, when does that start? So Freedom Fund is going to start May 21st. And if you're in Mighty Networks, you sign up for the program by joining the Freedom Fund space. It is only limited because it is a limited, so it is first come, first serve for that program. We are going to work, even if we close it, like what we do with Pro Excellence, we're in the process of going to create another cohort so that people can join the second one. But the goal of why it's going to be limited is like ultimately we want to the goal is to pair everyone at least with a financial advisor and a mentor. So we know that there's not that many available, readily available. So we really wanted to be very strategic about that. So I'm going to drop the link into the chat. So for anyone who is interested in making sure that they sign up for the program, the first session for Freedom Fund is going to start May 21st.
Okay, and what's the Owner League one, just to make sure?
Owners League is for business owners. So if you're a business, and mainly for if you feel like it's your full-time thing, that is you run a business. So Freedom Fund, like how Pro Excellence is mainly for like what's career professionals. Owners League is mainly for those who primarily operate their business full-time. And so that one is because for the speakers, and especially the people that we're going to match you with, is going to be more experienced business owners. So they're going to want to be able to connect with another business owner who is a little bit more further along. So we really want that program is if you operate your business at least majority of the time as a full-time or more than 60% as a business owner, Owners League is going to be the program that's going to help you learn how to design your business and structure it in a model that like for it to be scalable, because we know that that is one of the ways of approaching entrepreneurship so that it doesn't become a liability. Because often if you don't structure it properly, a business could be a liability. And I know we have like right now it's cool to be an entrepreneur. But it's tough work. And anyone who knows it is like what social media makes it look like is way better than probably what it actually is. And so the program is going to be more hands-on about helping business owners understand that framework. And again, if you're already a business consultant, if you feel like you have a lot of experience in talking about any of the programs that we have, we do welcome for our members to step up and be speakers so that as we are designing the program, we can include you as part of not only being an attendee, if you feel like you're far more advanced to not be an attendee, but then this is an opportunity that you can be a speaker and then also be a lead generation for you as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
Kanasha, are you ready for the next slide?
Yes.
All right.
All right. And with everything that we're doing, guys, you guys know that he's like, amen. Yes, for crazy people of the world. And as you guys know, we are getting excited and getting ready for our 10th annual Black Professional Summit. We want everyone to come down to South Florida and be able to participate in this experience. It is going to, we're going to have so many opportunities to design different, just spaces for our legacy houses, for depending on what career paths you are. And so that's why with our national meeting, with our legacy houses, what you're doing by being part of the network is that we are going to make sure that we guide you on how to maximize like your experiences at networking mixers, how to maximize your experience at the summit, and how to be a goal-getting but achieving legacy builder. And so, as you know, so book it in your calendar. Already have it, blocked off November 22nd and 24th. And trust me, it's not Thanksgiving weekend, so you don't have to worry. It's not Thanksgiving weekend. It's before Thanksgiving, so you have enough time to prepare. So, like, if you want to have like a little side fun to just put like $20 a week leading up to the summit, do that. This year's theme is Legacy Con, House of Heroes, because as you know, we see all of you guys as the heroes that our community is looking to save. Like we always say, it's like no one's here to save us, but we're here to save us. We're gonna be the heroes that save not only like lead our families, lead our communities, lead our businesses, lead the issues that we care about. He's like, Joseph's like, it's your birthday weekend, so you can ask Leah celebrating your birthday during the summit is amazing. It is in Miami, Florida, so the summit is down south. So everywhere else is closed, you can be cold. You can be nice and warm at the summit. The summit is a 3-day experience. So the first day on that Friday is all-day sessions of different workshops and panels that focus on the 3 paths that we have, from career, your leadership journey, to your business, to investing opportunities. We're also going to have a new track that is going to be, you're like, never cold. It is. I've been to LA when it's cold. Someone's like, never cold. I've definitely been to LA when it's cold. And then there's going to be different tracks for commercial real estate opportunities as well. And then the next day we're planning our all Black party. And then on Sunday is for our VIP ticket holders. It is going to be VIP yacht sale. We're gonna make sure that people bring out their yachts. It's a beautiful opportunity to sail on the open waters, and true Miami Beach fashion style. So that is the experience that you get with the summit. Early bird tickets are already available. So if you're ready to make your way for the summit, please do that. And we're also going to be announcing slots for speaker selections as well. Yes, it's like, yes, amazing time, 10/10 birthday weekend celebrate. Yes, it's such a great time. Love that. All right, guys. So as mentioned, most of what we're working to do is guide you along that journey. Hold on, Eric, I think you can go to the next slide. All right, so now we're going to take a mini course off of the BPN updates, and we are going to go to talking about how to create a 12-week win. And just by show of hand, who has downloaded the Ready Set workbook so far?
I have.
Awesome. Has anybody been using it?
I haven't used it just yet, but I have
All
skimmed
right,
through
we
it.
got a couple people who've been using it. Good. She's like doing it now. All right. So as mentioned, our goal is to help you along this journey. We are very intentional about creating a very active membership space. We don't take it lightly that we know it's only $150 a year. And I say only because it's other organizations for the value that we are providing. We know what it's really worth in the market, but for us, we know we're looking at the return that we're gonna have if all of you commit to the journey and the impact you will be able to create. So for us, part of that is helping you be truly like a goal setting machine, but achieving, because as you know, as an organization, our principle is that together each achieves more. And so I'm going to now change my screen. Let's see if it's already ready. Hold on. So as you see on top of the screen right now, we have it that we are 12 weeks. So starting from today, if you set a goal, and what we have structured is to help you think of like creating 4 big goals throughout the year. So right now we're in Q2. So our next national meeting is July 29th. Our goal for that next national meeting is that we want part of that when we get to member testimonials, you guys come off on mute and you guys share within the 12 weeks a win that you have been able to celebrate. And so if you leverage the principles in the Ready, Set, Goals workbook, it'll help you identify how to kind of structure those wins. So pulling, let's see. Hold on. All right, I don't know why it's not pulling up.
Do you need me to stop sharing?
No, I have it. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
I don't think it's sharing. Nope, it's not sharing the right thing. I'm like, why is it sharing this? Do you guys see the right thing? What is it? Do you guys see a workbook that's up on your screen now?
Yeah, we're looking at the Ready, Set, Goals. book.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. I was like,
Yes.
what's showing right now? Alrighty, perfect. Hold on. I am going to share one other thing. So again, if you have not downloaded the Ready, Set, Goals workbook, please do so. You can find it in your Mighty Network space. And hold on. Oops. Let me send that over. All right. Let's see if it moved. I feel like it moved on me again. I'm so sorry. I have way too many screens up. Okay, perfect. All right, everyone. So as mentioned, our goal is to help you really identify how to maximize those 12 weeks, right? We want to make sure, she's like, where do I get it again? No worries. Christine is dropping it so that you guys can download the Ready, Set, Goals workbook. It is designed currently now to be a digital first tool. So meaning if you have an iPad, you can upload it to GoodNotes or any comparable app tool, but it also can be used as a PD. It can be uploaded in PDF for you to edit as well. I know I've added on Dropbox, I've added tabs, added text. So, and also if you want to print it out, you can do that as well. If you for you to get easy access. So ultimately, the key to creating a really great 12-week win is, as you all probably are already familiar with, is setting a to set a SMART goal. And that is something that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And so how we structure for our system is for you to identify a category that you want to primarily focus on. So if you go into the Ready, Set, Goals workbook, you'll see that we provided you some various categories that you can think of, whether it's from health, finances, travel, major purchases, and so on. And this is mainly for focus on the personal side. When we get to Q3, we're going to present to you our Certified Legacy Builder Planner, which is going to give you more insights on what is true like a sweet 16 of legacy building, which will have different other categories and components. But for this first, for this 12-week bound, we just want you all to find one achievable goal that you guys would want to focus on. So with that, what it will look like is scrolling down. We gave you guys a lot of pages to look at, is to create a 12-week plan. And so that 12-week plan, you start off with the 12 weeks. So starting after this call, you're going to download the book and you're going to put April 29th and you're going to end it July 22nd. You can decide to push that a week back. And so by our Q3 meeting, which is going to be July 29th, again, we want to hear some wins. We want to know, like, what were you able to accomplish in these 12 weeks? And so you can put your category is health. You can put your category is business. So let's see if it's like, and I'm going to duplicate this so that we can see what that would look like. So let's see if you say that for it's business that you want your category to be on, or let's try finances. I'm gonna do finances. So we're gonna say the category is finances. You're gonna put right here what is your SMART goal. So it has to be something, again, that is smart, that is specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time bound. So it could be what is realistic that you can do in 3 months. You can say, I want to have $2,000. I'll put 3,000. Let's be aggressive. Let's say $3,000 in a high yield savings account by July. So then from there, now you're going to figure out what are the achievable tactics, because some people leave it at that. They're like, they have their goal, they have their finances, but truly to really kind of make sure that you really get further along within the goal is identifying what are the achievable tactics. So that could start off with first, like researching high yield savings accounts that provide you an interest rate that you would find favorable. So currently right now in the market, upwards, you can get something between 3 to 5%. So then you figure out based on the terms, what that would look like. And you say researching high yield savings account that gives me a return of 4 to 5%. And so you would say that you will put a due date of when that you would want to complete that research. And then you would probably go, even the next step is identifying, and someone give me an example. What is another achievable tactic that applies to finance that would help me reach this goal? What is some ideas that I should put as a achievable tactic?
Creating a budget.
All right, so we can put that. I'm going to create a budget.
Or Lord knows for me, stop ordering takeout. Create a takeout budget.
And
Be
that could
specific.
and then you could put that reduce takeout purchases. And then you track it every week. So like how many times like in that week did I take out? So if I said like, if I review in my journal, I'm like, oh, okay, like week 1, week 2, I ordered takeout 4 times. That's not helping me like get to my goal well. So then it's like for creating the budget, I want to say I want to create that week 1. Someone puts save X amount. So if I know that 3,000 is my goal by July, there's 1,000 different ways that, not 1,000, but there's a couple different ways that I can get to that number. I can say that I want to do 1,000 a month. I can decide that I want to do $250 a week. I can do a daily amount. I can say, what is like $30 a day? So wherever it makes sense for me, whether it's a month that gets you going, a week that gets you going, day, like you basically, all the tactics have to help you lead to achieving that goal. But what we take it further in the book is helping you understand that you need to schedule it out. So a lot of times people miss this part. So it's like, you should put on your calendar that a due date on your calendar, I need to start and end my research by this due date. And it is a calendar thing that you put on your calendar. If you're going to create a budget, you put on your calendar, this is the date that this is going to be finished by. If you put that reduced takeout purchases, then you put that you're going to have a money review day. And that money review day is going to take an opportunity for you to review your accounts like for me, I try to do it every Sunday. So I review on Sunday. I was like, okay, what did I spend? What do I need to change? And then make adjustments for the week so that can be something different. So again, like the Ready Set workbook, we can go super in depth. We just wanted to do a high level because we know that we share a lot of stuff with you all, and sometimes maybe some things are missed. So we wanted to give you this opportunity to know that we do have this tool kit available to you all. It's already included in your membership. Other individuals, if they just wanted the workbook, they would have to purchase it. I love that. She's like, identify unnecessary bills. Exactly. Let me go back to it. Yes, check your days. I was like that money review day. I put it on a calendar. Some days I ignore it, but most I'm trying to get like consistent about like don't be scared of just checking it. Like checking it, seeing what you did, and like making adjustments from that. Like using that information to like make better informed decisions. So yes, identify unnecessary bills. So you would go through this whole step, figuring out all the achievable tactics that would help me get to this smart goal of opening up a high yield savings account that has $3,000 by July. So for me, if I put that as my goal, I'm going to come to the next meeting and like, guys, I did it. I was able to I was able for this 12 weeks to be able to save $3,000 towards my high yield savings account. And I picked a high yield savings account that is 4%. And it's already that 3,000 is 3,000 and some pennies, but still like I want us to get like that is and so our Ready Set Goal book, no matter what goal you have, it can help you break down it gives you a time frame to be mindful of. It helps you focus on a specific category versus of having to identify a whole bunch of categories and being overwhelmed. All this principle is based off like, if you've ever read the book 12-Week Year, if you read Atomic Habits, James Clear's Atomic Habits, E-Myth Revisited, all of these principles are built into this Ready Set Goals workbook. So it takes all the best tools from from productivity and puts it together and give you a system for success. So now that we've gone over that, who's ready to start using the Ready Set Goals workbook? Everybody now.
I'm like, I definitely am.
You're like, yeah, I didn't like, yes, everybody should. All right. John, he's like, read a personal finance article per day. All right. I'm going to add that to my book. Add that, read a personal finance article. So now I got steps.
Yeah, I like that one.
Awesome.
I may need to add that into mine.
So hopefully, when you guys go into your next Legacy House meetings, the reason we went over that is that the next Legacy House, I'm saying lazy house, the Legacy House talks that meet bi-weekly within your space, that is what our goal is to go over. You're supposed to identify your category, you identify the achievable tactics, so that when we meet together, like, this is how we can be accountability. It's like, she's like, who wants to be my accountability partner? That's what your house is supposed to be. Your house is supposed to be your accountability partner. So it's not one person that might, they may not show up all the time. It's the whole house, right? So we're all going to be accountable to each other. So when you go into your diplomat space, the next meeting, you're going to say, hey, so I've decided that my 12-week goal is going to be this category, and this is the SMART goal. So every time we meet every 2 weeks, you should be giving somebody an update about what momentum you're having, right? You're like, I did this. I read since our last house talk meeting, I read 3 personal articles, personal finance articles. Since the last house talk, I did complete a budget, or I met with a financial advisor. I'll put that, meet with a financial advisor. So this is so we can show you guys that all the pieces that we are bringing to the organization, they all fit, right? Because we want this to be very intentional. You got your workbook, you got your Legacy House community as your accountability. We're also, you guys are also competing for top prizes so that you guys can, like, you know, really get that momentum, because I want y'all to focus on your goals so that we're going to reward you for that as well, which I think goes to now, I think the next slide, Eric. Well, now you have to go. She's
Yeah,
like
I'm
me.
going to share again.
Gabby, are you a luminary? I don't know. I just got this. I was like, I'm about to say, you guys better find your other housemates and you better hold them to be your. Who isn't supposed to?
Hey, I don't know what house I'm in actually. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
all
Yeah.
right. So you guys have to take the house quiz, because that is where your your accountability team lives. All right. So
Okay.
in the next, so when you guys go into, so when you're wondering like, oh wait, who is my accountability team for these goals? It's your house space. So you have your, now with the Ready Set Goals book in mind, you guys understand that framework. Then you guys have the Legacy House meetings. That's going to be your accountability check-ins. And then of course, we're going to be sharing more content so that you can go to the networking mixers, understanding how to be an effective networker, because that's the key to helping with your net worth. So all of this is being very strategic. So I hope that you guys are been enjoying being part of the organization and all the value that we've been providing for you all so far. Yeah, so Talisha, she's your house leader. She's like, drop your goals. So we're probably going to tell all the house leaders to give everybody a deadline for when they should drop their goal. So I believe actually by next week, Monday, I think by next week, Monday, everybody should have a very clear, smart goal that identifies the category and that we're going to be able to get together. And then again, as also, like I mentioned, like we want to be the org that wants to sit there and keep on giving and be able to sit there and help. So as you guys know, you guys aren't in a competition. So we've already had some disruption to the house prizes. So currently right now, the top house is Tycoons. They're in the lead for now, but we're good.
Kanasha, what was that?
I know you want us to repeat because you heard it right.
Oh yeah, it broke up just a little bit.
I don't believe that it did. I think you heard very loud and clear that the Tycoons are
Hey,
at the
you
top
said it
house.
right.
That happened
Tycoon.
tonight. That happened tonight. Someone said, when did that happen?
That happened tonight.
It was a special moment earlier in the
Oh,
in the
Erica, you see, you missed it.
presentation.
We did the introductions for the chapter leaders, so you definitely missed it. You and Leah, so y'all can introduce yourselves now. but yes, Tycoons now are the last are the top house.
Yes,
They
yes,
have
we are. Yes.
1,195 points. But
Beautiful.
but guys, we didn't look, we still have all of April. So we're gonna meet with the chapter leaders. They're gonna tell us if you came to the networking mixers. So don't forget, if you came to networking mixers, if you participated in Battle of the Sexes, if you communicated in the house space, those are going to tally so that we can get what was the top house for April. So the top house in March was Luminaries. Top house was Diplomats. And then at the start of April, it was Luminary House. Luminary House was in the lead. So I know you guys felt like, wow, I was going to always stay in the lead, but that's not the case. Tycoons now have taken the lead and they have won our house. They won the top points in House Jeopardy today. Talisha said, Tycoons celebrate now so you can cry later. Okay. Wow. I just want Guardians to like get some points up. Okay. My Guardian people, let's do better. We are depressingly last. Okay. So it's just dead in the water. It's like at this point, it's gonna take a miracle for us to, move.
Oh, somebody said we're coming. Oh,
yes, we're coming.
Keep hope alive. Like that's what you have to do.
They said, Celestine said, well, creator, don't cry. We keep winning. Okay, that's very Tycoon. All right. Let the kids play. Got it. Is there some? Yes, we are going to share that. We're going to open up a new house space in the village space that's going to break down all of this. We just wanted our Q2 meeting to share kind of like the top. So we want, like I said, we want to reward your efforts for being on the journey and being goal oriented and attending events. So if you end up being the top winner, so this is for individual prize, we are going to provide you a $1,500 travel stipend. So that way you can, and I think we're still waiting for our tax account, and that's the only reason we haven't fully on this. If it would be better to give it to you as a cash prize, or do we have to do it as a stipend? But at the end of the day, you're going to get $1,500 worth to be able to go towards a reward of your choice. And then because they're like, yes, $1,500,
Right.
because we want you guys to be focused on, like, if one of your finance goals is saving money, it's like, we don't want y'all to feel bad that because you couldn't go to brunch, you know, like now you have something to look forward to. Like, I'm holding out so that I can win the top prize. And then we're also going to reward the top house. So we are going to drop options in each of the houses of what should be your top prizes. We have it about funding your house bank, as you guys took your avatar quiz. She's like, I definitely need that $1,500 for a down payment on a home. All right, Carl. He's like, I'm coming. I'm gonna, like, he's motivated. We gotta get them points up. And then also, if you are the if your house is the winner, because we have house leaders and we want to incentivize the house leaders as well to keep y'all active, keep y'all motivated. If your house ends up by the summit being the top house, the house leader also gets a $1,500 bonus. Bruh, so
What?
So as like house leaders, it's, every man for themselves and women. We do have one house for this. So we have a top winner, your house leader, and we're also going to provide prize packs for the whole house. So we want you guys to be focused on those goals, making sure you attend the house talk meetings, networking events, be active. Everything that we have for the organization is all geared and focused on helping you be a certified legacy builder. So everybody's excited. Are we liking what we see so far, what we're hearing so far? I was like, let me get some emojis. Let me sit there and see what's going on. So house leader and top winner, no. So right now, and I'm glad you asked that question. So currently right now, Tycoons is the top and Wildell is the top, but house leaders do not qualify as being the top winner. So if a house leader has top points, it's the next person who is going to get the prize. So that's what's going to motivate house leaders, like, because right now, Wildell, he's the top. So not only is his house the top, but he's also technically the top person. But the next top person based on this list is Celestine. So if we were to close it out, the Tycoons would be deemed the house winner. Celestine would get the top prize. And because Tycoons was the top house, the house leader gets the top prize, gets a prize too.
You mean the 1,500?
You get 1,500. If we were to give the winners today, it would be that Tycoon would get a house prize. Celestine, you would get the top prize of your house, and Waldell would also get a top leadership prize.
We'll keep the energy going.
Somebody's like, what about chapter president? Yes, no, unfortunately, yeah, y'all don't qualify either. That wouldn't make sense. You guys go to networking mixers, but you guys stay active, like stay active. We'll figure out a chapter prize as well. Joanne's gonna circle back with that information. We could only do so much.
What about HQ?
What the?
Listen, I didn't want to be the one to ask the question.
Right, Eric,
Fantastic prize.
These are it's member focus, okay, guys? Member focus, all right? So moving on to the next thing, I believe that's you now, Eric.
Yeah.
It's back to you.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So this is the time in tonight's meeting where we're gonna go ahead and dissect the legacy houses a little bit more. The goal is for us to better understand the archetypes, and then that's going to kind of take us into our exercise all about networking. So I'm going to read this short little description of the legacy houses. So legacy houses are a vibrant community of legacy builders, each group united by a shared vision and a commitment to crafting lasting legacies. These houses provide a support network where individuals with like-minded aspirations come together to inspire, learn, and collaborate on their journey toward leaving a lasting impact on the world. So these are the shields here for each of the legacy houses. And then we're gonna break down a little bit of what the archetype for each house is. All right, so guardians. Again, the point of it is for us to get to know each other, because if you're anything like me, you may only know your house type, and I only ever utter the word tycoon normally, but today we're trying to get to know everybody. So our guardians are the architects and custodians of family dynasties. They embody the spirit of nurturing, safeguarding, and ensuring a legacy that transcends generations. So guardians are known to be builders and leaders of dynasties. Our diplomats are catalysts for change. They break down political and social barriers to create enduring legacies by championing causes in their community for its betterment. Diplomats are builders and leaders of impact. Tycoons are the builders of empires and pioneers of innovation. They surmount adversities, forging paths that lead to the creation of generational financial wealth. Tycoons are builders and leaders of empires. Luminaries are destined to inspire and lead. They leave a legacy through their influence or platform. Their creations and ideals help create a path of purpose for the community. Luminaries are builders and leaders of influence. I hope you guys heard, like, the ring for all of them was that they're all leaders. That's like the recurring theme. So it's not ever going to be where it's one house above all the others, but it's to emphasize that all leaders and certified legacy builders have different mindsets. It's not a one size fit all, and there's different paths and approaches and ways of executing your legacy building. So what we're about to do right now is a case study. We are going to break out into our breakout groups, and there's a challenge and some tasks. So I'm going to go over the challenge and task with you now, and then the leader of your breakout session will kind of go more in depth with it, and they will be able to answer any questions you may have. So here's the challenge. You are attending the annual professional summit, annual Black Professional Summit, excuse me, a prestigious networking event bringing together influential figures from various industries. As part of the event, there's an opportunity for attendees to pitch their ideas, projects, or initiatives to celebrities who are also present. Each participant will have the chance to choose a celebrity to pitch to, with the goal of achieving a second point of contact for future collaboration or support. So basically, it's kind of our version of a Shark Tank. You're at the summit, you have this fire project, this initiative, you showed up with this thing. You got it packaged and you got it ready to go, just in case you walk into the right room with the right people. And as luck would have it, or as great BPN planning would have it, you ended up in that room with these celebrities that could help you accomplish your project. So now we're gonna ask you to choose a celebrity from the list, and you'll see the list of celebrities that you have. Each of those celebrities is going to be representing one of the archetypes. So you'll find out which archetype that celebrity represents once you've chosen them. And you are going to pitch your project or idea to this celebrity with hopes of getting their contact information and securing their willingness to collaborate or support you along this journey to whatever project you're trying to do. So we're going to break out into our sessions, and Kanash could give you a little bit of background, or not background, but a little bit of how we're going to disperse. But we'll break into our sessions, and we'll get to practice approaching and pitching to the celebrities and the archetypes.
So you're saying to do the breakouts now for them?
Yes.
Okay. So the breakout's gonna be in 4 groups and they're gonna be assigned randomly. Facilitators, if you happen to be in the same space as a fellow facilitator, please like message me so that we can make the swap because it is doing it random. Alrighty, and we will start. Let me make sure. Oh, I can actually assign people.